Departing runway 26 left, 1 inner, and 1 mineral. Departing runway 26 right, 1 mineral, and 1 inner. Simultaneous approaches to crossing and parallel runway.
Alright guys, I don't know if this is going to work at all, but we're going to give it a try. Just so much about this OBS stuff that I just flat don't understand. Don't really want to understand it, but it's like you don't have any options here. You want to do with this stuff, you got to figure out 15 different apps. And it is not fun. So what started out to be just a wonderful, enjoyable hobby for flying and just flying turns out to be you got to be a computer scientist to get all this stuff to work. So it is what it is. So welcome aboard. Today's flight is 937, Southwest 937, service to Los Angeles. Let's check our ATIS here.
All taxiways and runways. Repeat all runway hold short instruction. Advise on initial contact. You have information Alpha.
Yeah, sorry about that. Sometimes VATSIM just goes ballistic.
Ferry Reed International Airport HS information Alpha 1956 Zulu.
Yeah, so I'm going to try to connect to the live stream to get any comments that you guys may have. All seems to be working. Just lower the AT. The ATC sound is too loud. Okay. Let me get back over there and make the adjustments because all of that is on a separate PC. If anybody wants to be an audio streaming engineer, let me know.
26 right, 1 mineral, and 1 inner. Simultaneous approaches to crossing and parallel runways in use. Converging runway operations in effect. Notices to air missions Las Vegas Metroplex procedures in effect. Verifying navigational data is up to date. ATEX system in use. Activate transponder with mode C on all taxiways and runways. Repeat all runway hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Alpha.
Okay. Hopefully that's better. Appreciate it.
International Airport HS information Alpha
X, if you can let me know if that's
web variable at 5.
Sounds like a Larson issue. No idea what that means. No idea. Sorry. Don't know what a Larson issue is.
Temperature 16.
Okay. Anyway, I chose this.
Visual approaches in use.
Logged in here.
26 left, 1 inner, and 1 mineral. Departing runway 26 right, 1 mineral,
a Larson
and 1 inner. Simultaneous approaches to crossing and
Never heard of
parallel
that
runways
term.
in use.
I know a guy named Larson, but I know a NASCAR
NASCAR
driver named Larson, but I don't know what that means in relative terms to audio.
ATEX system in use. Activate transponder with mode C on all taxiways and runways. Repeat all runway hold short instructions.
Yeah, so I would suggest to anyone that wants to do this, become an audio engineer, become a PC engineer, or have somebody that can do all of this for you, and all you have to do is sit in a chair and fly, because it is a monumental task to get all of this stuff together and get it working at the same time when you need it to work. It's just mind-boggling. And then after all that, my ATC for Los Angeles left. So I guess we're not doing it live on ATC after all. It takes too long to get all this stuff figured out and get it working. Yeah, so I apologize, but this is incredibly frustrating that it can't be any easier than this. It's just ridiculous, all the stuff that has to be done and set up. And then on top of that, issue with Microsoft Flight Simulator yesterday caused it not to start. And fortunately, a very good friend who has friended me and has offered to help has come through and to rescue me out of this mayhem and helped me get set back up again so I could at least fly. But it's like, good grief, it's like, can there be any more issues that pop up? Let's see.
Web variable at 5.
Okay.
Visibility 10. 1000 scatters.
And it occurred to me also too that live streams are not as popular with YouTube as just regular recorded videos. So I may go to just doing these recorded in the future. That way I can get everything set up and then I can turn everything off. Like I would love to start this completely cold and dark, but there's just too much stuff that has to be set up on the OBS for it to be dialed in and working, and you guys probably don't care about all of this, but I've had so many people asking me about it, and I think I owe it to them. You need to know what you're getting into if you're going to get into this stuff, because it's not as black and white or as simple as a lot of these live streamers, a lot of these streamers, content creators make it out to be. If you like to fly, that's great. Unless you want to do all this other stuff behind the scenes, don't get into it. Okay, let's see.
Harry Reid International Airport HS information Alpha 1956 Zulu.
Okay, so
web variable at 5. Visibility 10. 1.
Oh, that's really disappointing that LA decided to leave. We got Las Vegas approach. That's encouraging. 135.0. 135.0. Ben Aneo is oftentimes controlling on Los Angeles Center, and he's such a good controller. Whenever I see him on there, I just want to get in and fly because he's just such a professional, very enjoyable to fly with. And Xavier, I'm going to read through your notes. I see you wrote a bunch of stuff here. I want to get started on my stream though, because I know it's getting late. And but anyway, back to what I was talking about. I think I'll start recording them and do fewer live streams, and then that way I can edit out anything that doesn't need to be in there or shouldn't be in there. Just voicing my frustration doesn't really need to be included. So, all right, let's set this at 200. Flying is an incredibly enjoyable experience. I mean, the plane is cool. I mean, scenery is fantastic with Microsoft. Love that part of it. Just need to get it to where you can flip a switch and start doing it all without having to go through all of the headaches. Okay, so let's see. We've already got our init ref in place. I had to do that to get the displays that you see on the screen working. We'll go ahead and call that again. ATIS is on the screen here. I've got an older one from a previous flight. I can get rid of this. It's not pulling up the current one. Okay, so that's what you're saying, the Larson is. It's when I have it on speaker, it's picking it up through here. I find this mic though, tell me if you notice this, talking in front of it, and if I pitch it up here, it seems to do a pretty good job on the noise canceling. It's not quite as loud when I have it flipped up, and when I pull it back down again. So hopefully it's not picking up too much transient noise in the cockpit. Alright, so I did have this. Let's go here. I did the flight plan. There's 937. Let's edit it once more. Alright. Lido, right airplane, prosim, generate.
That's one. That's flight 227. Center's offline. Ready to search cover. Frequency change approved. That's one. South flight 227. Frequency change approved. Level 2227. Las Vegas.
Alright, so this is not clearing, so we're going to do this over again. We're going to reset this. So I'm resetting the FMC. Hopefully pull that up. Pull it up again. So we're going to redo our ident, put pause in it. KLAS. Gate.
653, runway 26 right, clear for takeoff.
So this is the schedule. So here you can see on the last one on this, don't disregard the day, but Southwest 937, C19, that's what I was looking for, C19. And it's usually pretty good at doing that. Okay, so that worked good. LAS, let's request it again and see what we get. Okay, now it's loading. Black, yep, that works. Activate that, okay. 132.4 is the ATIS.
Replica procedures in effect.
Okay.
Verify navigation with data is up to date. ATEX system in use. Activate transponder with mode C on all taxiways and runways. Repeat all
All right,
runway
now that's
hold short
correct, okay.
instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information alpha.
Alpha, okay. 29907.
Ferry Reid International Airport ATIS information alpha 1956 Zulu. Web variable at 5. Visibility 10. 11,000 scattered. 25,000 scattered. Temperature 16. Dew point -4. Altimeter 2975. Visual approaches in use. Landing runway 26 left. 1 inner. And 1 mineral. Departing runway 26 right, 1 mineral, and 1 inner. Simultaneous approaches to crossing and parallel runways in use. Converging runway operations in effect. Notices to air missions Las Vegas Metroplex procedures in effect. Verify navigation with data is up to date. ATEX system in use. Activate transponder with mode C on all taxiways and runways. Repeat all runway hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact.
All right, so
you have information alpha.
I guess he's doing, he's not doing PDCs. Why has it got 3506? Let's see. If you intend to use your flight plan, ensure the call sign you connect with is the same. So that's 937, yep. That is it. Okay. Alright, so he's probably going to...
Charlie, altimeter 2975.
I just think your ATC is...
2975, taxi 26 right by Charlie, Delta 240, thank you.
Alright, so it looks like 26 right. Okay, let's just get everything ready to go and then we'll call them. Sorry guys. Okay, dispatch sheet. We're good. We are going to be 26 right. Let's get performance. Request that. Get out of there. That is good. Cabin utility, passenger seats are on. Emergency exit, seat belt signs, alternate flaps, flight controls, spoilers, those are all guarded. Navigation, normal, normal, normal. Displays are auto normal. Crossfeed valve test confirmed. Fuel temperature is about 18. I'm going to go ahead and put fuel tank number 1 aft on and start the APU. We got position lights on steady. Everything else is off. All the lights are off here. Per Southwest SOPs, hydraulic pumps, A's off, B's on.
South 653 centers offline, radar service survey.
Window heat test. Overheat check, reset. On. Probes are on auto. TAT test good. Research in auto. Packs in auto. Isolation valve in auto. Bleeds on. And as soon as the APU comes online, we'll put it on. Altimeter. What is our altitude for this flight? 28,000, which is too high, but we'll go ahead and put it in there. 28, and in LA I'm just going to put it 100 for now. We're going to do a wing body overheat test, and that's confirmed, that's good. And with pressurization, we're going to check our positions, alternate, manual confirmed, back to auto fail, confirmed, check. And valve pressures look good. Alright, so moving to the aft overhead, we're going to do leading edge devices check. Engine reversers are off, EECs are on and guarded. Oxygen, crew oxygen is 16, passenger oxygen is on and guarded. Flight recorder test. Stall warning A, stall warning B or 2, whichever, or excuse me, Mach speed. Stall warning check. Stall warning 1 check. Stall 2 warning check. That's good. Alright, we have landing gear lights 3 greens. Navigation IRSs are initialized. PSEU is extinguished. And we just went down the flight controls. Those are good. Generator is on the bus. APU is on the bus. And online, APU is producing power, so we're good there. We can start when we're ready. Now earlier when I flew to Atlanta, Xavier, I noticed that GSX was not working. I'm going to finish this one sec. Yeah, it had some very unusual message that I wasn't sure what that meant. Where you at, mouse? There we go. Yeah, I've not seen this before. Warp to trial mode airport. I have no idea what that is. So it says it's out of date, so I'm going to have to reinstall it. So we're going to do an old-fashioned pushback here. I've also checked ProSim, and ProSim's backup, pushback service, whatever, doesn't work. Not surprising. Okay. That's not what I want to pick up.
All aircraft, unfortunately, Las Vegas approach has to close right now. I have to yell at my landlord. You guys have a good one. Never had your AC broken in San Antonio. It was the worst day of my life.
No, brother, there are much worse days. Thanks for your help.
Good luck with that, mate. Bye.
Okay, so all ATC is gone. So it looks like it's just you and me. I'll tell you what I can do, though. Your ProSim pushback doesn't work either. Okay, so let's try this. Since we have no ATC, with VATSIM, I'm going to go ahead and launch. I've got SI, which is sort of hit and miss. It's all right, I guess. Okay, so alright, so center of gravity is 18.7. That's good. And then we're going to go look at our winds. Take off. No. Since it's our choice, we're going to go 26 right and calculate departure from there. Yeah, departing runways 26 right, 19 left, and 19 right. And SimBrief told me 1. It's like, okay, no, we're not going to do that. All right, so winds are 250 at 5. Slope, there's no slope, and it's 259, so that's 0/259. That's good. Conditions are dry, so we're good there. 143. That's good. And the departure, we did 26 right, and that's going to be the radar, I believe. It's 42. Yeah, radar black. So that's the radar 2 with the black transition. Yep, I know. And then the arrival is going to be 24 right. We'll go ILS 24 right. That's the Angel 4 with the Shatner transition. Yep. Shatner transition. Execute. Let's look at our legs. Back into it. So we're going to Mercy. Put it at the circus there. Let's do the circus. And we got black on black. And that got that taken care of. Okay, so ruddy, sails, radar, black. That looks pretty good. So the only speed restriction that normally would get cleared past if we had live ATC would be the below 8,000 at sails. So I'm just going to go ahead and put 28 in here. Well, we might get something if we can get SI. Let's see what they say. Sometimes SI is okay. Alright, so let's do a new one. I did appreciate your suggestion on, which am I running? No. I don't know if with the new version if it's okay to start auto FPS. The older version said you should start it first, then start Microsoft. This one, it doesn't seem to matter as much, so we'll see. It takes a little longer to connect doing it if you do it afterwards, but it still works. All right, But what I was going to say, I had never thought about checking the VFR box as opposed to the IFR box, and it does seem to make things. I mean, it's logically it makes sense if you're interested in the VFR scenery. And speaking of VFR scenery, it looks pretty good. Looking out my window here. All right, new flight. See if we can get something to come in there from. All right, so that's good. We're going to leave this at our takeoff 142. 250. Let's call them, see what they say for clearance. Clarence. Las Vegas clearance delivery Southwest 937 IFR to Los Angeles. I'd like to pick up our IFR clearance. Las Vegas clearance delivery Southwest 937 IFR to Los Angeles.
I am working on that clearance. Stand by.
Okay, so I don't know if you can hear that or not.
937, Las Vegas clearance. Clear to Los Angeles via the Ray Dyer 2 departure. Then is filed. Climb and maintain 6,000. Expect flight level 28010 minutes after departure. Departure on 125.9er squawk 2536. Expect runway 1 right.
Cleared to Los Angeles as filed via the Radar 2 departure. Climb and maintain 6,000. Expect flight level 280 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency on 125.9 squawk 2536. Expect 1 right for departure. Southwest 937.
Southwest 937, read that correct.
Yeah, if you can't see it, it doesn't matter. I hear you. Okay, so that was all right. Vegas clearance delivery, Southwest 937. Can we get 26 right on the departure?
Southwest 937, runway 6 right is not available. You can choose from runways 8 left, 8 right, 1 right, or 1 left for departure.
Oh, we'll take 1 right. That's fine. Southwest 937. Interesting. Okay, so let's go back here. 1 right. Radar 2 still, black transition. So we'll stay with that. Acknowledge. N1 limits.
Southwest
Take off.
937, runway 1 right is confirmed for departure.
Confirm 1 right for departure. Southwest 937. Alright, 42 is set. Okay, so we're good there.
Southwest 937, runway 1 right confirmed for departure.
They tend to repeat themselves quite a bit.
Romeo 56 requesting clearance to
Clearance.
KLAX, information whiskey. Romeo 56.
Okay, so we'll
I will grab that
continue with the
clearance. Give me just a
pre-flight.
minute.
We've gone through all of the settings for the pre-flight checks.
357.
Damper is on.
Clearance to Phoenix.
Everything else has been checked. Let's go through
Clearance on request.
the
Stand by.
pressurization is set, exterior lights. Mode control panel is set. We have flight director on captain, VNAV and LNAV are confirmed. Departure. SID is going to be the radar 2. We've got that. One right is the departure runway. I like to put that on just so that I know what I'm dealing with in case we come back. One right, so that's 014. Okay. Alright, so we look fine there. Yeah, ATIS is confirmed, clearance is confirmed, CDU set, VNAV radios are set, departure frequency is 125.9, but we're going to get ground before then, so what I do is put 125.9 in my second radio and leave that there. Then we're going to squawk 2536. Alright, 2536 in the box is checked. 6,000 on the altitude, so we're good there. Flaps are up, spoilers down. Engine cutoffs are in cutoff, fuel levers in cutoff, parking brakes set. Trim is 5.6. .563, excuse me. Okay. Nose wheel steering is normal and guarded. Main panel DUs and lower DUs are both in normal. Lights check. That all looks good. Alright. In1 set auto, speed ref is auto. We're going to reset the fuel since we've been running a little bit on the APU. Confirm the flight directors for pilot. PFD, we do have VREF set. We have 45 in the speed tape on static. We got 142 for the speed confirmed, which is the N1 speed. 6,000 initial altitude, so that confirms. Standby gauges, artificial horizon is working. We have the altimeter set in there as well, and speed tapes reporting 0. RMI both flagged, that's set. Auto brake is set to RTO.
This is Southwest
And engine instruments, we have quantity looks good of oil. Hydraulic pressure, quantity looks good, and we have pressure in B since we have B's on. Okay. I'm going to do ground proximity test.
Pull up. Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear. Sink rate.
And we'll put the weather radar on once we get going. We have no HGS, that's okay. Rudder trim is set, and aileron trim is working and set. Be interesting to try that in flight and see if it makes much difference. Going to check our stab trim. Cutout, that's confirmed, that works. 563 is the trim setting. Okay, so looks like we're good for push. Before push, 0 fuel weight confirmed. 132. Let's see. Go to view the PDF or PF, OPF, OFP, PDFs and EPFs and DDVARs, and 28 is confirmed. So takeoff 132, that's confirmed. 0 fuel weight 122 confirmed. Cost index 30 confirmed. Fuel reserves 3.3, 3.3 confirmed. And that looks good. Okay. So I think we're good for push. V speeds are set, all that's set. APU is on and running. We've checked before startup. I'm gonna try it one more time. I've got this app here that's supposed to. Oh. So we are on the bus. Let's kill the ground power. That's confirmed. So we're just going to start up the old-fashioned way. Collision lights on. And packs off. Looking for 21. $18, $19, $21. Cut off to idle. Temperature's coming up. And 2 rising. Fuel flow established.
Clearance, this is United Airlines 212 request, fire for clearance to Los Angeles.
Alright, we're going to get started on number 2, start number 1.
Las Vegas clearance, TBM 853 Tango Bravo.
Two
Looking to
coming
take
up.
up our IFR clearance to San Diego with
Temperature
information
rising.
Charlie.
And there's 21. Cut off to idle. No, we're not going to do that. Let's see. And number 1 started. So we print out our takeoff performance data. It flaps 5, so we can put that in place. Alright, so number 2 is on the bus. All fuel is on. Hydraulics 1 and 2 are all on. Packs on, APU off. That's good. Taxi lights. Probes on. Oh, you know what I need to do? Since I'm going to fly this thing, I should probably set this up, make sure we're on. Bookings. All right. That's one way to back up. So it's a little jerky on that, but I'm not going to penalize that too hard. Contact ground on 121.1. Las Vegas ground, Southwest 937. Taxi to runway 1 right. So normally what they do is they don't even call, they don't tell you anything, they just suggest that you call them with their spot number.
937, Las Vegas ground, taxi to runway 1 right via Bravo 5, Charlie Delta, cross runway 8 left, then Alpha.
Taxi to 1 right via Bravo 5, Charlie Delta, cross 8 left at Alpha, Southwest 937. So Bravo 5, yeah. Bravo 5, Charlie Delta. Okay, so that's just past spot 12, as you can see on the map here. Looks like spot 11 is right here. I'm gonna jump over here to 12. And then Charlie's the first right. Yeah, so one of the things, Xavier, if you're still here watching, that I've noticed is, as opposed to DX12, is DX12, there's some kind of strange, when you're looking down the runway on the line, it has this sort of like shimmering effect, and it's probably the frames that are being generated, where this isn't generating any fake frames, I guess you'd say. It's a la natural. I've noticed that. So in that aspect of it, yeah, a little bit of the, I mean, you justify it. In fact, you'll get the chance to see downtown. I mean, it looks pretty crisp from this distance. And you'll see a little bit more. You can see some of the building there on the right, but all right, so 1 hour and 20-minute flight to Los Angeles. Guys, if there's anybody else on the stream, I apologize. Just haven't had a chance to pull it up and look at it. It's been sort of a frantic effort to get this working. I'll be interested to listen to it back myself, listen back on it myself to see what the audio sounds like. Let's see. Audio is good. Okay, great. Can't get it to come up on my phone, so I don't know if it says 4 people watching. I apologize, guys. As soon as I can get to where I can look at it and get it to come up, sometime when you click on it, it just doesn't want to open. Don't know why, but it just has a mind of its own. All right, so Bravo Alpha. Oh. Crossing 8 left. Crossing at 8 left at Delta. Southwest 937.
Southwest 937, continue taxi via Delta, cross runway 8 left, then Alpha. Southwest 937, taxi to runway 1 right via Delta, cross runway 8 left, then Alpha.
Are you hearing that? I don't know why it keeps repeating itself, so I just ignore them, because if I say anything, then we get kind of caught in this circular reference. But no, the scenery looks as good as it's ever looked.
2202, requesting IFR clearance with information Lima to Los Angeles International.
I am working on that clearance. Stand by.
All right,
Las Vegas
so
ground, Delta 2202 with information Oscar.
I would have thought they would have told me to go to tower by now, but
Los Angeles.
American 211, contact tower 118.75.
and then 125.9 is going to be my departure. To 5.9. Las Vegas Tower, Southwest 937, holding short of 1 right, ready for departure. So we're all set here. Auto throttle on, VNAV, LNAV set, 6000 is set. Engine switch is to continuous, that's good. Transponder set to TARA. Parking brake is set for now. Alright. $118's Las Vegas Tower, Southwest 937, holding short of 1 right, ready for departure.
Southwest 937, Las Vegas Tower, runway 1 right, winds 345 at 5. RNAV Bessie, cleared for takeoff.
RNAV Bessie, clear for takeoff, 1 right, 9, Southwest 937. Alright, so you can see on the chart where he's talking about, so we're going to go up, we'll make a turn and direct to Bessie above 5,000. Chrono set. Flight attendants, please be seated for departure. So, I mean, a little blip every now and then, but not that much. But as far as the scenery, I mean, it's crisp as can be. So, all right, so we're going to lose that. We've checked that, so we're going to go 40%. Stabilize and toga. All right, engine speed spooling up 95%, 96. That looks good. Airspeed alive. Transition to rudder pedals, 80 knots. But I mean, it's super smooth going down the tarmac. I love it. And I mean, it looks really smooth as far as the scenery goes. V1, rotate.
V1.
Positive rate, gear up, RTO off.
Las Vegas approach, good morning. Padua 07 Whiskey is 9.8 miles to the northwest of North Las Vegas. Would like to pick up flight following Creech.
Yeah, there's just a little tiny bit of
Southwest 937, contact departure.
over to departure, Southwest 937. Las Vegas departure, Southwest 937 out of 5,000 for 6,000.
Southwest 937, radar contact. Shooting north of Las Vegas at 5700 feet, heading 006. Las Vegas altimeter 29.72, clear direct Bessie. Climb and maintain flight level 230.
Direct Bessie and flight level 270, Southwest 937.
Southwest 937, Las Vegas departure. Good afternoon. Las Vegas altimeter 29.72. Southwest 937, climb and maintain flight level 230.
Climb and maintain flight level 230, Southwest 937. I don't know why that was doing that. I think I must have missed it on the way up. When I changed, that's what it was. When I changed the runway, I forgot to recheck it, so that's why it got stupid on me. Or I got stupid on it. That's probably more like it, right? Okay, coming up to 200 knots, we can go flaps up. Alright, flaps up. Landing gear off. Shatner. Come on, connect there, dude. Alright. Go command. Flaps up. We're at Bessie. $98. 10,000. It's off. I'm going to turn this off.
Southwest 937, climb and maintain flight level 280.
Climb and maintain flight level 280, Southwest 937. Alright, is that gonna... No, can't get it on my phone to come up, so let's try it on the computer. Close that. Okay, Xavier, there you are. If you're still there, I don't know if you're still there. Thank you, ATC to that. Okay, so that's all that. Okay, cool.
Southwest 3474, climb and maintain flight level 260.
Climb and maintain flight level 260, Southwest 3474.
Southwest 3474, contact Los Angeles Center on 124.2.
Contact Los Angeles Center 124.2, Southwest 3474.
All right. Looking good on Gruden. All right, climb checklist. Autopilot is engaged. Flight attendant's been notified. Turn the seatbelt signs off so she can get up and do what she needs to do. Cabin pressurization looking good. We're at 4,000. It's climbing about 200 feet per minute. Engine bleeds, all of that's, engine bleeds on. Packs auto, recircs on auto. None of that's changed.
Philly 10, 7,000 tanker. Philly 10,000 overhead.
It's off.
Temperature 8. Super -8. Altimeter 3003. Visual approach to you. Landing and departing runway 21 nautical to air mission brief and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Bravo. information Bravo 1657 Zulu. West 220 at 14. Visibility
127.75.
7,000
So there's where there's a little bit of a conflict between VATSIM and.
2.98.
All right, so we've got
3003. Visual approach and view. Landing and departing runway 21 notices to air emissions briefing hold short instructions.
So say intentions is using a departure frequency that is actually a Long Beach ATIS. That's interesting.
Airport HS information Bravo
2902 at 18,000.
West 220 at 14. Visibility 10.
Ontario approach.
Feeling 10,000 overcast. Temperature 8. 2.98. Altimeter 3003. Visual approach and view. Landing and departing runway 21 notices to air emissions briefing hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Bravo.
All right, so we have San Diego approach. We have Los Angeles approach.
Williams Airport HS information Bravo 1657 Zulu.
Surprised they haven't sent me over to center.
14. Visibility 10. 7,000 scattered.
124.625.
Overcast. Temperature 8. 2.98.
Yeah, so I don't know if
3003.
it would be interesting to find out if
Southwest 937. Contact Los Angeles Center on 124.625.
that's where I am. 24.625 Southwest 937. As I switched to him, switched over to him.
Los Angeles Center, good afternoon.
So what I was saying, it would be interesting to find out if, say, intentions, because I've heard that they don't really care what frequencies you use. But if they're getting them from the charts, and VATSIM is using the appropriate facilities, which I'm sure they are, then there shouldn't be a conflict.
United 013, say again your request or intention.
Oh, very good. Rough. Oh, shit.
Watch your mouth, son. You're going to get banned from SI. All right. So, Xavier, I know it may not be the optimum angle for the camera, but yeah, I did this camera here on the side just to kind of get a little bit broader picture. Not really necessary to see me, but I probably could turn it a little bit. I didn't want it situated where you'd be able to see behind this pillar, because the monitor, that's probably really about the edge of where you could see anyway with the screen, so that's kind of why I have that angle right there. All right, 25,000 for 28, and we're set. Look at our progress, 10 miles to top of climb. I'm going to step away and grab my water here real quick and then get ready for my arrival.
Southwest 937, Los Angeles Center. Expect the Angel 4 arrival. Anticipate descent in about 5 minutes. If you'd like to descend now, just say the word.
I think that was for me. I'll let him repeat it. Alright, so here we're going to be looking at LAX 133.8.
Los Angeles Center, good evening, number 850 for total now.
5. Central Velo all off the service. Relative to air emissions hazardous weather information for wax area available from flight service station. Use caution for hang gliding 1 mile south Los Angeles VOR. Bird activity within the airport. Include your call sign and all rethink. Advise on initial contact. You have information Sierra.
Temperature 7. Dew point -5.
Los Angeles International Airport HS information Sierra 2053 Zulu.
Sierra.
1260 at 25 just 35. Visibility 10. View clouds at 1000. View clouds at 6000. 16,000 scatters. 20,000 scatters. Temperature 16. 2.6. Altimeter 29903. Influence approaches and area navigation RMP approaches runway 24 right and 2 pivot. For vector for visual approach will be provided. Simultaneous influence departures in progress runways 24 and 25. Central Velo all out of service. Relative to air emissions hazardous weather information for wax area available from flight service station. Use caution for hang gliding 1 mile south Los Angeles VOR. Bird activity within the airport. Include your call sign and all rethink. Advise on initial contact. You have information Sierra.
Conditions. Scattered at 6,000 feet. Temperature.
Los Angeles International Airport HS information Sierra 2053 Zulu. 1260 at 25 just 35.
330.
Visibility 10. View clouds at 1000. View clouds at 6000. 16.
What is going on?
Flag at Williams Airport HS information Bravo 1657 Zulu. 1220 at 14. Visibility 10. 7,000 scatters. Ceiling 10,000 over.
125.9.
Temperature 8. 2.8.
124.9. Yeah, that's not working really well. There's some conflicting stations going on there. I've never had that happen before. 124.625 is what Say Intentions says there. Let's see if VATSIM's got any. 124.625. Yep. Are close, man. Godly, how many ATISs we have here? 15 of them? 124.625. No? There's no 124.625, but that sure was bleeding over. 625. Okay. That should be where where ATC is. Okay. And in Los Angeles Center, or ATIS is 133.8. I was getting multiple things coming through there.
Relative to air emissions hazardous weather information for wax area.
It's both VATSIM and Say Intentions ATIS at the same time. That's confusing.
descending flight
so
level
let's see.
390 for 330.
Alright, so ILS 124 is 108.
Los Angeles Center, good evening.
108.
Maintain flight level 330, American 0041.
Los Angeles Center, American 2450, passing flight level 201 for flight level 290.
So we're a little ahead of schedule there. Okay. Alright, so descent forecast. We are -2 slash an altimeter 29903, so 29903 is about 1013. QNH, put that in our ISA deviation, and then as far as our descent winds go, let's see what we got here. We're at 280, so we'll get 200 that here, 115 here, and 10,000 here, and yeah, we got a little bit. So 283 at 95, 283, wow. We got 114 knot headwind right now at 95, so that's the winds there. 285 at 57, 285/57 at 15,000, and at 10,301 at 27, 301/27, and that'll give us our winds. Okay, it's not taking it. Haven't had that happen where the descent forecast. I've had it where it hangs up, like it doesn't accept it right away, but then it'll come back through. Alright, so maybe it's good now. Alright, so 20 miles to Sally, then 3,000. No, we're not. Oh, between 24 and 3. Alright, so let's take a look at our approach coming in here, the Angel 4. And between 14 and 12. So I'll put this at 12. And we've got ILS 24 right. Let's go back here. Flight.
Southwest 937, Los Angeles Center. Descend via Angel 4 into Los Angeles.
Copy, Angel 4 into Los Angeles, Southwest 937. All right.
220 knots, November 7 Kilo Romeo.
So the approach is going to be
Maintain 220
24
knots,
right,
7 Kilo
ILS 24
Romeo.
right. We'll take the Cat 3 one just in case. We don't need it, but might as well pick the best one you can. So Circus. Yep, Circus Skull or Circus Mercy. Yeah, so there's a lot of. So we got Circus Mercy. I could put Skull in there, so we could go SKOLL and put that here between Circus Decor. Could do Decor. And then after decor, there's Brie A. Brie A. And then Palac. P-A-L-A-C. Then Live Vin. L-I-V or L-V. L-I-V-N-V-N. Put that there. And then Brook. B-R-O-U-K. Yep. Put that here, and then Merce here. Execute. That just gives us a whole lot more waypoints on there. So if we're looking at this, we should have more. Okay, so what? Let's go back here, and we can do. That's above. So at Circus, let's go 265/10308. 08. Oh. 265/10308. Um, 262/90/9075 and 262/7823 and 262. What I'm doing this for is to try to get the 6519 to get the waypoints to show up in the vertical guidance there. Let's see, 262/4985. Here's Gleason. 202/4415. 152/4000.
Southwest 2162, Roger. Continuous file.
Continuous files in Southwest 1421, Western cleared for the SE6 arrival.
So that's to
Southwest 2162.
Southwest 2162, verify you're squawking 2641 mode C.
Slash here. Oh. .274. Everywhere where it's not the large letters, I'm trying to get it to come in there so that it will. Alright, so there's Gleason. Almost at top of drop. Alright, so we're going to put our seatbelts signs on. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. I want to thank you for flying with us today. We're about ready to begin our descent into Los Angeles. I want to thank you for flying with us and hope that if your travel plans call for it again, that you'll join us here on Southwest. Thanks and enjoy the rest of your day. If you'll help the flight attendants prepare the cabin for arrival, appreciate that. We should be on the ground in about 20 minutes. Yep. Sorry, 21 minutes. And let's go 3 on the brakes. Yeah, I definitely think the scenery looks a lot better. Oh, what are you moving for? Why are you moving around, camera? Did I switch it? Oh, come on, come on, come on. Get up here, come on. So I can see where you are. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, it moved too much. Now it's looking behind me. Hey, Rodney. Sorry, I can't really see that too much, but I see you just chimed in there. I need to fix that camera. It should not be on following. Be right back. So how have you been, Rodney? All right, so we've started our initial descent.
American 211, contact Los Angeles Center on 134.65.
Over to the center, 3465, American 211, source.
JetBlue 879er, contact Los
Doing
Angeles
great.
Center on
Just
133.2.
battling with a few little things today. Had a
flight level 280.
had an issue yesterday where I had to restart or not reinstall, but Microsoft just quit because switched to DX11 to get off of 12 at a recommendation from Xavier, and there was a known conflict apparently with Microsoft Flight Simulator that I was not aware of because I haven't changed anything since I started, but it made Flight Simulator inoperable, wouldn't start again. So I was thinking I was in a panic mode of having another issue. But Xavier came to the rescue and we got that working again. It was an NVIDIA related matter, so got that resolved thanks to him. And we're flying again. So the question came up was, for those of you that watch a lot of content on YouTube, there are a ton of content creators out there for Flight Simulator that talk about all these settings, you know, the NVIDIA settings, the settings inside of Flight Simulator, what's best and all that. But the question that I always raise is, you're talking about one screen. And apparently 99% of the people that fly on Microsoft, according to Microsoft, only have one screen. And if that's the case, then all those settings are worthless. Because if, for instance, if DX12 and all the frame gen really only impacts one screen or your primary display, then what does it really serve us, for those of us that have multiple screens, to even use it? And so anyway, I'm back on 11, and I have to say, I mean, the imagery is super crisp. It's definitely, I think it's sharper than it was on DX12. I mean, I'm looking down at the scenery right now from 18,000 feet, and I mean, it looks much more realistic in comparison to being in a real airplane than it did before with the DX12. Now, of course, somebody's going to argue that's not the case, but hey, all of it's subjective at the end of the day, right? All right, so there's 18,000, 29903 or 4, so I can only get to one digit. But yeah, I'm really pleased with it. It was smooth coming out of Fly Tampa's Las Vegas scenery. No issues there. I've got, I think it's Fly Tampa's Los Angeles and surrounding area scenery coming up, so it'll be interesting to see how that looks as well. Okay, so let's check our checklist. 18,000 foot descent, bleed air, that hasn't changed, that's all auto. Paxman auto, bleed air's on, recircs are auto, isolation valves auto. Pressurization I've got set to 100 feet for Los Angeles. For the landing altitude, 94, 119, we'll put it at 150. Passenger signs are on. Auto brake is selected to 3. Flight instruments and radios are set. Q&H is set. Recall. Cross check. Landing references. I've got 140 in the PFD, as you can see down there, next to the Mach 0.53. There's the Los Angeles Basin coming into. Yeah, this is definitely better, Xavier. Definitely crisper.
Southwest 937, contact SoCal approach on 124.3.
SoCal approach on 124.3, Southwest 937. We'll see you. SoCal approach, Southwest 937 on the Angel 4 arrival for a 24 right, descending out of flight level 14,000 for 12. Okay, so
937 is the wrong frequency, go to 124.9, 24.9.
Yeah, that's the problem with having
Southwest 937.
trying to do multiple essays, so I'm going to kill that.
29.88. Expect the ILS runway 24 right approach into Los Angeles.
Yeah, hang on a second. So I got to kill SI because that's giving me conflicting information. Okay, so SoCal approach. One, 2, 4.3.
Dynasty 135 heavy, passing by level 5,300.
Passing 135, main departure, climb, maintain 17,000.
Now I don't remember what he said. Oh, come on.
It seems like you went through the initial altitude of 5,000. Just in the future, make sure you check that up, please.
Yeah, I thought that would work, or it was supposed to work, where you could do both, but apparently, and now they're not even showing that they're on. Ontario? No, nobody's on. That's in here. Southwest 937, what was that approach you suggested I get to? Because I was on say intentions, I apologize.
937, or 124.9, 124.9.
Okay, Los Angeles departure, or D approach, 124.9, thanks 937.
Yeah.
Whatever that means. I don't know what 124.9.
Departure, good afternoon, American 1113, passing 2,500.
Need to look into that. Los Angeles approach, Southwest 937, Angel 4 for 26 right, 12,000.
South 937, SoCal approach, altimeter 2991. Which approach you set up for? 24 right or 25 left?
24 right.
South 937, roger, cleared. ILS by 24 right approach.
Clear for 24 right approach, Southwest 937. Oh man, they're covering all over the place here now. So this is the other thing I don't get. It's like you're on here, everything's fine, and then you switch, and then now it's like it wants to start all over again. It's like you were just there. Why were you needing to change? I was just looking at all of this. There we go. Okay, so Skull is 10,000. So we're clear for the approach.
Squawk 7636, 7636.
7636, Southwest 937. Alright, so get some speed break out here.
4842 to Santa maintain 5000.
I would have thought he would have given me an altimeter, I mean a squawk code when we first connected, but he didn't, so. Alright, so. I'm going to pull the gear down so I can slow this beast down, because I'm going to get busted by Southwest if I'm not, by breaking the 250 speed above or below 10,000, so I don't start speeding up. Overspeed disconnect, yeah, I know. 250, let's intervene, that's too fast. Alright, so we want 2,200 on the altimeter, on the altitude. Yeah, 262, that's way too fast on there. Okay. Alright, so we're at Palek, 7,000. We're about to come back into profile. We may tag it with 350, 300 off profile. Yeah, it's coming in. Oh, come on now. Don't bust through there. There we go. I guess it was a little bit of a delay. Alright, gear down. Getting back on profile here. There we go.
Walker 4842 to Santa Base 3000.
Alright, so this will be the real test. I mean, I had a couple of jumps there, but it may be improving over. Let's see what 129.50 is going to be tower.
Walker 4842, airport set your 10 o'clock, 20 miles, port when you get
Localizer
inside.
captive active, capture is active.
Inside 4842. Walker 4842, roger, clear vision, clear vision approach runway 25 left, heading 2.
Yeah, so I'm curious, Xavier, if you picked up any, after you've gone over the scenery a couple of times and you're caching, I guess, that's helped improve it.
He's on the north side, north actor.
Roger, keep an eye out for 442.
Yeah, I'm just keeping my speed up, just because I don't really need to slow down this soon, this early. Michael, just seeing you there, buddy. How are you? Mr. Swan Sim, Captain Mike. Just got done with your ride.
Southside 37, contact Tower 120.95, cadet.
Was that for me?
Southside 37, LA Tower 120.95.
537, not 937.
South 937, SoCal.
Southwest 937, go ahead.
South 937, contact only tower 120.95.
12795 for Southwest 937, we'll see you. Los Angeles Tower, Southwest 937, inbound 24 right.
South 937, LA Tower, winds 26029, custom 34, runway 24 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, 24 right, Southwest 937. Yeah, the winds are 225 and 14.
288, right for taxi. JetBlue 288.
Approach set. Alright, so I don't know what anybody know what this facility is that we're coming up straight ahead. I don't know if is that the not the Forum,
25 right at Foxtrot, taxi.
but it's done very well in Microsoft. I think it looks very good.
Good afternoon, Walker 40.
All right, so let's bring our speed back here. Bring this back to the top of the hat here. Speed brake set. You're gonna bust through that.
Walker 4842, LA Tower, winds 26029, custom 34, runway 25 left, clear to land.
25 left, clear to land, Walker 4842.
Seems like I've had this happen once before, where it blew through that. And we're at Kobe. Yeah, we should be lower than that. So we're going to take over here. We'll slow her down. Here we go. But I tell you what, it's super smooth though. There we go. That's a little bit better. All right. Flaps 30. Tell you what, for Los Angeles, that's not bad at all. I mean, it's 30 FPS. All right, here comes our. So kind of give you a dive-in view of what it looks like.
953, looking for PC.
But really, it's very smooth.
South 953, you can expect that.
Wind's almost straight down the runway.
300. 200.
Okay, come on. There we go.
Sync rate.
100.
Sync rate.
Yeah, now it's getting a little bit of stutter.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Sorry, say again for Southwest 953, you cut out.
Approaching minimums.
Little floater?
753. I don't have a flight plan for you, sir.
Sorry about that, we'll fire now.
Victor. (937), we're clear of the active. Or choose.
Then looking to LA across from 24 left at. Correction, south is 932 across from 24 left taxi, gave you a echo.
At Victor, we'll cross 24 left and taxi via echo to the ramp, Southwest 937.
Walker 4842, welcome to LA, free parking.
Alright, there's Victor. We're on Victor, we'll go to echo.
Walker 4842 is the left 18, full taxi, gave you Alpha, welcome to Los Angeles.
Cross into active. 2411. That's good. And here is Echo. Yeah, a little jump, but it's definitely not worse than DX12, but it definitely doesn't have that juddering. It's almost like there's a shimmering, especially down the center line, but it doesn't do that on this. It's much smoother, I think, on DX11. Cool. All right, so RTO is off. Just ATC balance. Steady. Taxi's good. We got APUs on, so that's good.
And JetBlue 288, 125 Bravo Foxtrot. JetBlue 288, winds 26029, gusting 34, RNAV to Docker, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff. RNAV Docker, 25 right, clear for takeoff, JetBlue 288.
Just turn the damper off and the window heat off, and don't really need that right now. Mike, I'm getting used to your checklist. It's just a lot to go over with one person when you're dealing with ATC and everything else. It's amazing how different it is when you're flying online and trying to keep track of everything that's going on. Scenery does look good here, though. Yeah, so I had some people ask me, why Microsoft 2020? This is why. Why not? Departures. I mean, I haven't seen it. I don't think I've ever seen it this smooth. That's pretty amazing. Oh, we got a couple of brothers. That is one orange airplane. Man, that's an orange airplane.
Bottom way 25 right, 9 Chief Papa Whiskey.
All right, 16.
Stella 2822 LA Tower, having an interior flight plan advisory to copy.
Alright, park and brake set. APU on the bus and engine cut off. Well, gentlemen, thanks for joining me today. It's getting better. Just really got thrown off from the Mike. Maybe you and I can chat about this sometime, but the having the audio, this whole audio issue with OBS is still, I don't know what it is, but I don't understand it. I had to make a channel. Alessandro had set it up where if I'm streaming, if I'm streaming, it automatically connects. Well, that didn't work this time, so I don't know what this automatic connection channel thing is that he was talking about. I just don't understand OBS well enough to get it. And he says otherwise you have to create an audio channel, which I did. But I'm curious if I need to go back and look at it to see if you have to change. Does it matter what the PC is set at? The input, the output of the PC. I mean, all of that was just, and how it's affected by OBS. It just didn't really gel. But I think it worked well enough for this flight. So, guys, let's see if there's anybody else here. Rodney, thanks for stopping in. Mike, appreciate you stopping in and saying hello. Xavier, of course, thanks for all the help today. Appreciate that. It is, watch with low battery, 5:24 here on Central Time. So we're going to call it a do, and thank you guys for. See ya.
American 93 Papa Whiskey Winds 26029, Gulfstream 234, RNAV 2 Docker, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff.
RNAV Docker, 25 right, clear to take off, 93 Papa Whiskey.